Let's understand how it is working. Whatever we are collecting in our minds, that cluttering is nothing but the influence and the direct electromagnetic radiations that other humans connected to us radiate out of their stressful lives that we are intaking. If we want to achieve that particular goal which we are focusing on and improve our performances and efficacy, then we have to see to it that we cannot go with an inferior ability of decluttering our mind. This will have a complete negative impact on our performance that we do in our day-to-day lives. May it be any test, may it be you're preparing for any entrance exam, or you're preparing for any course or a powerful speech or a presentation or a deal which you want to crack at your office, or anything which is related to performance levels, then that performance levels will actually drop down, because slowly the cluttered energy that you have accumulated, the junk that you have accumulated in your mind, which in a superficial level you will put up a smile and a personality of positivity in order to give your best, and you will be giving your best. But the subconscious is very subtle and smart in its nature, and this is something that we have been gifted by the universe. It is designed that way that the subconscious cannot pretend. Your mind can pretend, but the cognition that is going down deep levels of the subconscious, that cannot pretend, and that is very smart and that is very raw and organic in nature. So that will completely expose you in the performance levels, not superficially. Superficially you can keep up that personality and make an attempt to perform and give your best, but the result, the energy that you're radiating out, that actually attracts the clients. For example, you want to crack a particular deal, that energy somewhere will fail and you will not be able to perform that and get the better out of what you can otherwise by performing in a great level. The inability to declutter our minds is causing a great threat to human emotions. Emotions are what directly has the influence and impacts our performance in our day-to-day lives, in our work field, in our personal relationships, and in whatever we do. Even if you are preparing for a speech or a presentation in your workplace and there is a lot of cluttered emotions, power packed within you, those are the power that is working negatively on you, because they are completely packed of nakaratmak urja. That is the term that is called in Sanskrit that actually defines the negative energies and the growth. They are like those pests that are feeding on your mind. So it is very important for you to declutter your mind in order to have improved relationships as well as improved performance levels in your day-to-day lives. Why allow the thoughts of other human beings to cause cluttering within your minds? Yes, it is the thoughts of other human beings. What is actually causing that build-up? That is nothing but the direct influence and the stressed out emotions that other human connected to us is radiating. May it be in the term of our personal fight with anybody, the fights that we encounter, the struggles that we encounter, work related, office load, whatever. It is not just the material, it is the human that is radiating his or her energy who is connected with you, and you are actually transmitting and taking that energy in and radiating the same frustrations out, which is impacting your relationships and your performance in your workplace. How this happens, according to 2022 research institutes are actually working on how the cognitive deterioration takes place because man intakes the radiation, the stressed out emotions that the other human actually radiates directly to you, who is in direct connection with you. May it be your colleague, may it be your partner, may it be in the form of your child, any of your relative, friend, or any human being. It can be a stranger also with you, with whom you have spent your good 10 precious minutes of your life. He or she has radiated that kind of energy that you have taken in. Now, whether it is positive or negative or whether it is stress oriented, it completely depends on your interpersonal relationship that you have built with that person in that given amount of time which you have chosen to spend with that person. Understand this. how it is working, because it is only when you have a clear understanding of how the radiations that you are taking in are impacting your performance. It is only then you can make a clear intention to actually work on it, to get rid of those energy which are negatively or inversely affecting your performance. Why to compromise on our day-to-day lives and performance because of somebody else's inferior performances? Now understand, what do I mean by inferior performance? By inferior performance here, it is meant the inability to declutter your mind. Somebody whom you're connected to has the inability, is inferior in terms of not able to perform and declutter the mind of his or her, whereas you are a very positive person who are doing very well in your life, and you are not suffering out of that inferior performance levels. Performance levels here, when you perform in your office, or you make a great presentation, or you successfully pass a contract or pass a test, or any big project that brings a lot of success to you, is one performance levels that is attached to the material, but that performance level is directly proportional to your performance levels of decluttering, the ability of being able to declutter your minds. It is directly proportional. Subconscious is smart, and it leaves no stone unturned to be its organic self and reveal the exact thing what we humans are. What we are thinking, it shows in our performance. Although individually we may put on a mask, and we have to do that because somewhere within down, however broken we are, we cannot allow ourselves to actually break down and expose ourselves to the world. We have to put up that strong face and keep going and win the battle of our day-to-day lives and the day-to-day struggles and conflicts that we encounter. But since the subconscious is very subtle and raw in its nature, it will expose us ultimately in our performance levels when our performance levels go down. Superficially, it's not going down, but in the real sense, the performance is not as it is actually supposed to be, and as per the match of your potential. Whatever we are doing, whatever signals that we are sending to the universe, it is that vibrational match we have to be what we want to achieve. And the performance levels, if it is superficial and deep down your subconscious, you are that broken and all the cluttered emotions and energy has actually harbored you, then your performance is bound to drop because it is superficial and it is not with the ignited frequency levels which it should be, and it is not aligned with the universe. We are not being the vibrational match of the universe, because universe is always into the positivity and abundance, and that negative energy, that is the satanic power, the satanic energy, the evil that in form of various people, in form of various the things that let us down, is nothing but just the game of the mind that is playing with you, that is playing with us all the time and trying to distract us from our focus, such that we are not able to cleanse the aura and cleanse the mind because of the inability of decluttering ourselves. Now coming to how to develop that ability of decluttering your mind. It can be done by simply making the intention and connecting with the Lord of the universes. Whether you are the believer or a not believer, keep your beliefs for a stance in one side and just focus on, I have to beat the negative energy and I have to declutter my mind and completely reboot the mind so that I can apply the potential that is given to me, that is gifted, that is within me, and with that potential I can give in best of my performances and I have a long-term profit and a long-term well designed life so that I can live it to the fullest. With this conscious intention that you are making and choosing to connect with the Lord of the universes, you call it God or you don't call it anything, don't give it any name, that universal, that one power, just connect with it consciously and with the intention to wipe out and block the satanic power that is actually cluttering your mind with the wrong kind of emotions and triggering the wrong kind of energies within you. Once you do that successfully, within 3 weeks you can see the improvement level in your performance. In 3 weeks you will not attain what is called the complete 100% potential which is actually there within you, but your journey will begin. At least you will make that start and you will see clear improvement and clear results within 3 weeks. Just try to practice it. Make a conscious decision connecting with your creator. Just make a conscious decision. This is what you have to do. Just try it for 3 weeks, apply and see the result for yourselves. Only one conscious decision that you have to make, and that is consciously connecting with the creator and blocking Satan completely. Forget it whether you're a believer or you are not a believer. Just tell yourselves, I'm calling it Satan, you can call it negativity or whatever you want to call. There is no need to address any term to that particular thing also. Don't call it anything. Just say, I want to connect to that supreme consciousness and block that is causing harm to me. That is it. Your journey begins. Just try it and do it for 3 weeks and you see that your aura begins to cleanse. I'm not saying that within 3 weeks, this span of time, that your aura will be completely cleansed and all your problems will be solved, but you will be able to see the clear difference of your life before 3 weeks and after 3 weeks of implying this practice in your day-to-day life. That supreme consciousness, that supreme power, that almighty, that Lord of the universes who is there up controlling everything will actually begin to help, and you will be able to receive that abundance from the universe. Again, I am repeating myself. When you are doing this practice, just forget this very fact that whether you are a believer, a non-believer, you are an agnostic, or whether you are atheist or anything. Just keep everything in one side. You don't have to call that identity, that entity a god. You don't have to call that negative entity Satan or devil or evil. Nothing. Just say, I'm making a conscious intention to connect with the creator, that supreme consciousness, that supreme power. There is something that is controlling everything, has designed the universe, everything that is within the universe and beyond, and I'm consciously connected to that power, and I am blocking that negative power, that is causing the deterioration of my cognitive skills and my performance. That is it, and you will see the difference within 3 weeks.